Hey guys, what's going on? So, I would like to congratulate the developers, and I feel like I do this pretty often. I mean, I'll obviously say negative things about decisions that I think the developers make, and things that happen within the game. But I would like to think that I do an even balance of both, and this video is the idea that I want to praise the developers. I appreciate how they have been giving out the information for 26.0. One of my complaints from a couple of patches ago, when they were giving us information, was that when they started giving us information, they also gave developer accounts to content creators. And about a month in advance, Momo Royale had already posted everything about the update. Pretty much. It was within like maybe 2 weeks, maybe a week, where over the course of that week, he just dedicated a different video to a different thing. A different, like these are all these talents, these are all these talents, this is this thing, this is this thing, right? And I think generically that is what they have done in the past. And then we know all of the information like a month in advance. And then, in that third week, that's when they start giving us like, oh, by the way, these are scrapper talents. This is what they look like. And by that point, we already know and have known exactly what the scrapper talents are, exactly how they work in game, exactly like the how good they are. And we're supposed to be excited about that post, but that doesn't make sense because that post now gives us less information because we have all the information. So I would like to go through this really quick. And just so you know, this video is going to be much shorter than what I could make this video. So however long this is, trust me, there was a 30-minute longer version of this video. Because I'm just going to quickly go through this. So June 10th is when they first started saying that 26.0 is even happening. For those of you keeping track, 26.0 is going to come out mid-July, so mid to late July, sometime after the 15th, so the latter half of this month. And this was posted June 10th. And then this was obviously Archer getting talents, and then the season 46 started. This is June 14th, a couple days later, Sentry is getting talents, and then they had, this is Random League, because Random League was an in-between thing, so we got the tease that it was going to happen, but we also had something to hold us over, which, again, I think is a very good move. If there was a mention of 26.0 in June 10th, but they weren't planning on releasing it until July 16th, that would be insane if they had no information in between, or if they had no other event in between. But Random League kept us busy for that amount of time. Fortuna event happened as well, and then that gave us something else to talk about, almost to the point where we forgot about 26.0, at which point they then reminded us that yes, 26.0 is coming. So this is June 27th, and this is a month out, right? June 26th, or June 27th, they talk about all the things. Archer and Sentry is getting talents, legendary summoning. I already did a video about this, so I won't go into this. And then they gave us the calendar. This is World Trials is starting. The hero changed to Fortuna because everybody was complaining that Fortuna wasn't good enough as a legendary $3,000 plus card. And then, just out of nowhere, and I didn't expect this, July 3rd, they gave us Archer talents. I am very excited for Archer talents. I don't think that it's going to do anything to the meta. All these people saying, this is going to change the meta. Some people are being, funny about it, and some people are actually serious about it. For the people that are actually serious about it, this is not going to change the meta. For a card to change the meta, it needs to be a DPS card, an old school DPS card. For that card to change the meta, it would also need to have a support mechanic. a defense reduction, something of that nature, something of a sharpshooter type nature. It has to have something like that, because if it's just pure damage, it's not going to change the meta. This is not going to beat a Bard. This is not going to compete with anything above, anything into legendaries, right? And it shouldn't. It is the first card that you get. I think that it's very exciting. I'm very excited about the Hawk talents, not for the obvious reason, but I'm very excited about the Hawk talents because there are feathers that you collect in the video. If you haven't checked out the video, there is a video on their website. Go check it out. I'm not going to go into that. Again, this could be a plus 30-minute video, and I'm not going to make it a plus 30-minute video. But there is a feather thing that happens, and I don't know what that is. And that is the basis of what made me want to start this video. I like that we don't know everything. When like a Momo Royale would post all the talents, all the percentages, all of the things, right? There would be no reason to get excited that Rush Royale dropped this video. But when this video dropped, because the developer account to content creators has not happened yet, we don't know. We don't know the percentage numbers of how often the special arrows will hit. We don't even know the mechanic of the feathers, how that works. And because we don't know, we can be excited about the base version of what this is. It's just enough information to be excited, but not enough information for us to not care. And then they gave us the unit talent changes. I'm very excited. Portal Keeper being like a more damage-based unit, I think the general consensus and theory is that the Portal Keeper, they're setting up for Portal Keeper talents, and that they might be making Portal Keeper like a more DPS kind of card. The other theory is that when you move a Portal Keeper and it goes to sleep, you have to kind of make up for that damage that you're losing when it goes to sleep. So then when it comes back awake, it has the ability to do more damage now. And so it won't just be a useless card that when you move it, it does nothing and you're losing out on a unit. This is again for like early gameplay. When you're in like arena or something and you're using a Portal Keeper and you have 3 of them and you move stuff and they all go to sleep, you're losing out on 3 units. So the damage boost that it's getting, it might make up for that discrepancy. I think that Reaper is very exciting as well. I love that they're changing Trophy Skull into the Ghostly Reaper. So it still grants trophies, but they're also adding that you're doing, the ghost moves to the nearest monster and deals 200% of the Reaper's damage to an area around it. At which point it is going to be even beefier as a DPS unit. And I really like that. I like that they're, because I never felt that the damage that it was doing was enough. Having a ghost that moves towards your monsters, it deals 200% as an area attack sounds crazy. And then they're also building up the base damage. Base damage is higher, damage is higher. I don't think Mortal Harvest is that interesting. They're trying to make Priestess work, and it sounds interesting. I'm excited to try all of these units. I've never been a Hunter person. They're like really revamping Engineer. It's not dropping on bosses anymore. It's just on a timer. So it's every 30 seconds something happens. I think that that's very exciting. I like the Incendiary Barrage because they changed the defensive matrix to shield screen. On the other talent, because they changed Conveyor into shield screen, they had to get rid of defensive matrix, and then defensive matrix becoming a bigger and better attacking thing for Engineer might make Engineer a more appealing unit, and I'm excited to try that as well. I don't know about rogue talents. I think that they're nerfing rogue. Because now it's the Shinobi is a 0 to 40% of the critical damage, as opposed to it is equivalent to your critical damage. That is going to make Rogue a lot less great. it'll probably still be fine with what it was when you were using it, but there's now no longer going to be people like me that have max crit, or people that have max crit where the Shinobi is doing just so much damage. I love Shinobi. For anybody that doesn't know, that is my epic unit of choice. I love Shinobi. I think this is a nerf to Shinobi. Changing it from 0 to 40 as opposed to your own crit, which is, my crit's 4,700. Changing it from 0 to 40% as opposed to using my crit, is a big blow to Shinobi. I mean, we'll have to see about the other talents as well, because that obviously factors into it, but I think it is going to be much worse. And then, yesterday, they gave us Sentry talents, and I am incredibly excited about Sentry talents. The one where he has the ability to move to, there's 2 spots on the field, the Blooming Dash variant of the Sentry, I am incredibly excited for. The fact that the Ballista version, the 15 version, it says that at max it becomes the Ballista version, and that is just a base, the base version of Sentry becomes that Ballista. I thought it was, when they said at max, I thought, oh, when it gets to 7, it becomes a Ballista. No. When you have it at 15, they're all Ballistas. And that's insanity. I am so excited for this thing. I'm going to use, this is just, I don't know, it's just something that I'm very excited for. The guard post is probably the better version of Sentry, but I'm excited to choose both. I think that it is literally a floral friend. So if you don't know, my prediction is that they're trying to make all of the commons, epics, and rares, like baby versions of legendary cards, so that if you like this card, you'll probably like this legendary. So the obvious example is Crystalmancer High Arcanist is like a baby version of a Dark Inquisitor. This is very obviously a baby version of a Blade Dancer. It is literally a Blade Dancer deck. You can either play it as a Floral Frenzy, which is the guard post one where you have it on the cultist corners, or you can play it as a Blooming Dash with the Change the Guard ability. And I think that it's very exciting that they are trying to, I think that they're trying to make commons, epics, and rares baby versions of things. So like an Engineer is basically a monk deck. And it's like, if you like this card, then you'll like this other card. And I think that that's really cool. And that's it. And they did that yesterday, and so we don't know about all of these percentages, because all of these percentages matter. The amount of, the percentage that you will shoot, a, special arrow, how powerful are they? How good are they at different levels of crit? Because we don't know all of these percentage numbers, but we can be excited about the fact that they gave us the image of it, I really like that. And I think that if the developers go in this direction forever for the rest of how they disseminate information, I think that this is very exciting, because we have enough information for us to be excited about their post, but we are also very excited about a content creator like Momo Royale coming out with his post, as opposed to a month before, getting all the information at once, then feeling like we're waiting a month just for it to drop, and wondering, why hasn't it dropped yet? Why hasn't it dropped yet? Why hasn't it dropped yet? Even if they give us a timetable, it's like, we already know it's done because Momo Royale posted everything and it's all there. Just drop it now. That's how we would feel. But because we don't know all the information, we will still be excited when a content creator drops more information. And then and because this is 2 weeks out, a content creator dropping information maybe in a week, maybe a week before, or maybe 2 weeks before, would then get us really excited for the actual drop. And I think that this is a very good direction for the development team to go. So bravo. But yeah, I'm very excited about all of this. I'm very excited to do Sentry videos and Archer videos. I don't even care if they're bad. I like the mechanic changes. I like that the idea that they took these attacking DPS cards and kept them DPS cards. And they didn't try to make them support units. I think that they will be good for like new players and whatnot. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will catch you guys next video.